I'm going to show you a video that's very hard to watch. A pregnant woman got detained by ICE with one arm in a handcuff. They drug her through the snow. People were yelling that she's pregnant, and they didn't give a damn.
As ICE agents dragged this pregnant woman across the street, Tanika Dorch watched and recorded.
They chased her down to the corner and they took her, and they were really forceful and brutal with her.
She's pregnant! She's pregnant! You don't see her stomach?
Dorch and others shouted at agents to stop, but they didn't.
They had busted the window open and snatched people out of the cars.
They're attacking people! They're attacking people!
The chaos started around 1 o'clock Monday afternoon at the corner of 29th Street and Pillsbury Avenue. ICE says it went after a car as part of an operation when rioters started throwing chunks of ice at them and shouted death threats. That's when they say the woman you see on the ground here tried to vandalize an ICE squad car.
It was a really crazy, crazy moment.
But Dorch says she saw the whole thing and insists that's not how it happened.
That's a lie. She didn't rush. She didn't try to vandalize any of their vehicles.
Really sad is that lady lost her baby. I don't give a shit what you think you voted for. This is what you voted for. Did you ever see his health care plan? Did Mexico ever pay for the wall? Ever see his taxes? He added $8 trillion to the debt. He's literally a convicted felon on 34 counts, a liable rapist, a pedophile on Epstein Island. He stole from children dying with cancer. He can't even be faithful to his third wife. He's such a pitiful piece of shit. This is what you voted for. You were just hoping that the cruelty that you passed on to others, that it wouldn't come to your door. I can't even tell you how many white people I see now going, oh, I didn't vote for this if I thought I was going to suffer. That's where you stop. If I thought I was going to suffer, if everybody else suffered, that was okay. Schadenfreude. Schaudenen, It is a German word that means people love the suffering of others. And that's what they voted for, the suffering of others. Those with low self-esteem have a higher form of Schadenfreude. They get off. It's like a high, like a drug addict, on watching other people suffer. That's why they rejoice in ICE raids. They love it. They get off on it. And let's keep it 100, right? They thought that a rapist felon was going to make the guy that can't even keep his marriage vows was going to care for them. Well, he told me I was going to get cheap eggs. He told me prices would. Oh, he also told you a bunch of other stupid shit, but you didn't care about that. He talked about Hannibal Lecter, a fictitious character. He talked about windmills causing cancer. He's such a dumbass, he looked up at the sun without sunglasses. Grabbing women by the PUSSY. Talking about his wife's panties the other day on stage. On a national stage. He's an idiot, and so are you. If this is what you voted for in November. Because he would shit on the brown people. And I'm going to keep it 100. For the people that aren't white that voted for him, they were tokens. They wanted proximity to whiteness. That's a fact. They thought that if they kissed up to the white man, that they would be led into the country club. And what they found out is they showed up to the country club and he put their ass to work on the plantation. Well, I didn't vote for this. And this is what the Latinos for Trump are finding out. He's deporting their asses. And in addition to that, that Nazi Stephen Miller, next year, they're going to try to undo naturalization. Birth citizenship. I thought he just wanted the bad people gone. Now he's going after the non-white people. that are even here legally that were born here. And we told you, and we told you, and we told you, and you didn't want to vote for the goddamn black woman. So you went with this. You would rather suffer under the thumb of a white man than thrive under a black woman. This is what you voted for. It is. Thoughts and prayers. And I didn't want anything bad to happen to anybody. But you know what? For you that voted for this, I really don't care anymore. I truly don't. You don't get empathy for voting for this. Because there are women in this country that are survivors of assaults that have to know that you didn't give a shit about her feelings. Being the victim of an assault, like I have family members that were crying on the phone, that you didn't give a shit about that. That wasn't your red line. But I got cheap eggs. Hey, there's bigger issues than rape. Oh, I got cheap eggs. You're a fucking whore to capitalism. That's it. You're selfish pricks. Me. I voted for everybody else. For rights, for minimum wage, to help people get started with loans, for universal health care, to raise minimum wage, to help people get out of student loan debt. I voted for everybody, knowing that my taxes would go up as a small business owner because I'm not a selfish prick. You voted for cruelty to non-white people. We are not the same. This is not a difference of opinion. This is a difference of fucking values. If you see that video and you're rejoicing, you're a sick person, and there's a special place in hell for you, right next to Jeffrey Epstein and one day Stephen Miller, because that's where you're going to end up if that is what you get off on. And for those of you cosplay Christians that go to church with your fuck Joe Biden bumper sticker, you're going to end up there too. You and Satan have a lot in common. You both believe in God, you both weaponize scripture, and neither one of you follow him. Because I guarantee you, if Jesus was here, there is no way in this earth that he would ever be okay with a pregnant woman or any person being treated like that. It's disgusting and it's morally repugnant. And so are you if you still vote for this white supremacist rapist. Have a good day.